All I had wanted was a legal trip. Oxymoron, I guess. I had done shrooms and had enjoyed the hallucinations immensely, but couldn't get a hold of any more at the time. When I heard about Nutmeg's natural amphetamine quality, I pretty much decided I had to do it. A friend and I bought a small can of Nutmeg, then went to a downtown coffee shop. I went into the bathroom, thinking I'd just swallow down half really easily. Not quite. The stuff tasted so bad that I gagged on it and ended up pouring it into my root beer, not a good mix, and drank it down that way after much gagging. My friend was able to just swallow it down straight from the can itself. To this day I don't know how she did it. But anyway, after ingesting the nutmeg, we walked around for about 2 hours and neither of us felt a thing. We went to get something to eat and while we were eating pizza, we both started feeling stoned. As in lethargic, spacey, unable to concentrate, disjointed, and giggly. Then we went to her house and sat in her bed and just laid there for about another hour. I came home and watched a movie, still feeling stoned. It had been about 7 or 8 hours since the initial ingesting, but I was still able to function. I went upstairs at 11 p.m., tired out and ready to go to bed. I turned out the light, but something in the dark room caught my eye. Don't remember what, and I freaked out and turned on the light. I laid down in my bed and suddenly I felt like I was sinking into the bed and then the floor. When I closed my eyes, I felt like I was on an elevator, and that made my head hurt a little so I tried to keep them open, but that hurt a little also. I put my arm behind my head but strangely enough, it felt like my hand wasn't connected to my arm. It was weirding me out, but I thought, oh good, I'm finally going to hallucinate. No such luck. From 11 to 2 a.m., I laid in my bed, I think, and didn't do anything at all. I can't really remember where those 3 hours went, but I know I was in my bed, and I know I wasn't hallucinating. Unfortunately, I can't remember what happened during that time. I could have been doing anything. It's really eerie that I have absolutely no recollection whatsoever because losing 3 hours of my life isn't exactly a good thing. Anywho, I went to bed at 2 and woke up the next morning still semi-tripping. I was really anxious for the high to go down because I had to go to church but the high stayed so I went to church high. I came home feeling kind of sick, headache, overall nasty feeling. But I ended up being high for a total of about 2 days. On the second day I almost panicked because I was seriously afraid that I would be high for the rest of my life. That was one high I never want to experience again. I didn't actually end up hallucinating at all, but that may have been because I didn't eat enough nutmeg and I ate dinner. The overall experience was not a good one, and all in all it was very disappointing. My advice: don't do nutmeg. Find a real hallucinogen that can be bought on the street. The experience is a lot better and leaves no nasty side effects.